From Amethi, Smriti Irani, BJP Vice President and Member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, fighting there against Rahul Gandhi, Sanjay Jha of the Congress Party, Sabha Naqvi of Outlook, Shahid Siddiqui, Chief Editor of Nai Dunya, and Hartosh Singh Bal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Irani, specific charges, Priyanka Gandhi takes you on directly, she takes you on consistently, and she asked you on Saturday whether you had gone to Chandni Chowk after losing the seat to Kapil Sibal in 2004. You're not directly taking her on her questions. Why is that?
Firstly, Mrs. Vadra is not the candidate of the Congress party in Amethi. It's Mr. Rahul Gandhi, last I checked. Secondly, I would like to contest the opening lines of this particular debate where you say that it's me trying to put allegations on Mrs. Vadra. If anybody who is here in Amethi is reporting from the ground, they can certify and verify that it's Ms. Vadra who seeks out a headline every day, that it's Ms. Vadra who begins her campaign by trying to attack me and take a pot shot at me. And every time she makes such a statement, journalists approach me for my response.
Is it worrying you? Is it worrying you that Priyanka is getting so much attention?
I think it's Ms. Vadra. No, I think that your camera person here tonight bears witness to the fact that I'm in the same spot that Mrs. Vadra was this evening, where only barely 50 people turned out to meet her and over 2,500 people turned out for our road show. I don't need to certify that. Times now a cameraman can speak for it. I would also like to say here that it's not me who is actually seeking out Mrs. Vadra for any kind of
an attack or any kind of a statement.
It is interesting. My specific answer is this. Chandni Chowk is a constituency from which I was not elected. However, I have returned to that constituency and have photographic evidence to prove what I am saying. Interestingly, Rahul Gandhi was elected the Member of Parliament from Amethi and has been missing not only from Parliament but also from the constituency. I don't know whether Mrs. Vadra is aware that I represent the people of Gujarat in the upper house of Parliament, and my not only parliamentary record but my work on the ground.
The 11 references to Ms. Vadra.
It's been a long time since
the 11 references to Vadra aimed at emphasizing the Robert Vadra connection. The 11
last I checked, she was Mrs. Vadra.
No, but you are.
Unless something is changed.
Last I checked, the BJP leaders used to speak about her as Priyanka Gandhi. The strategic change? The strategic shift?
I always spoke about Mrs. Vadra as Mrs. Vadra. You don't address me as Smriti Malhotra, you address me as Smriti Irani. Unless that is a privilege only to be given to Mrs. Vadra and not people like us who are mere mortals. And I think what is also interesting is that those who make accusations and take pot shots about so much development in Amethi need to understand that this particular interview of Times Now is also taking place courtesy a gentleman who has been kind enough to lend us his generator. Fuel is about to run out and there is paucity of time. And this is a middle-class family which is enamored by Arnab Goswami and hence given us their space and a generator and burning fuel at their cost so that I can communicate with you. So I need not say much about Amethi. Your camera person is here.
Sanjay Jha is Priyanka Gandhi spending so much time?
Go and see for yourself.
Is Priyanka Gandhi spending so much time in Amethi because for the first time the Gandhi family is feeling threatened?
Arnab, let me tell you, if you follow the elections of 2009 and 2004, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has been actually campaigning in Raebareli and Amethi consistently in all the general elections. And I would like to remind Smriti Irani, with due respects, that on the work done by Mr. Rahul Gandhi in Amethi, there is a certain Mr. Gandhi in a neighboring constituency of Sultanpur, who belongs, by the way, to her party, who actually complimented the work having been done in Amethi, who was forced to retract his statement, just like she was forced to retract her statement once when she went on to a fast and to death because she believed that Mr. Narendra Modi was responsible for the massacre of innocent people in Gujarat in 2002 and should resign as the chief minister until the BJP goons went and silenced her. So these are the facts on the table. I would like to make a second point. Smriti, let me finish.
Smriti, let her complete. I'll let you have your turn. Let her complete.
And the second point is...
Well, I've got fuel running out.
Don't worry. Yes, please.
Yeah, my second point, Arnab, is that where issues of development are concerned, Well, let me tell you, you should please complain to the Akhilesh Yadav government because they are responsible for, the electricity. It is not created by a constituency MP. So I can understand your grouse. Please complain to the Samajwadi Party government. But I want to make a point here that I can list to you the extremely solid development that has happened in Amethi. I have been there. By the way, Smriti Irani, I have been to Amethi, and I can tell you, I can give you a whole long list of things, right down from linkages of railways, down to 7 national highways that are there in Amethi that were not there. It was only 1 till 5 years ago. I can give you a list of institutions like the Information Technology Institute, like there is a there's a Footwear Design and Research Institute, that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has actually empowered 10 to 12 lakh women. There has been a lot of development in Amethi. I think the fight is between you and Mr. Kumar Vishwas to see who's going to come second and who's going to come third.
Miss Irani, while you respond, Miss Irani, while you respond, I'm very curious here right now that neither is Digvijay Singh engaged in a war of words with Mr. Modi, neither is Sushma Swaraj, nor is Chidambaram, but Mr. Modi refers to all three. Why this attempt not to get into a crossfire with Priyanka Gandhi, despite the fact that she is specifically taking on the BJP, your prime ministerial candidate, and now you on directly? Is there a worry or a fear factor involved?
As far as I'm concerned, Arnab, last you covered the UP elections. Mrs. Vadra, who Times Now seems to be enamored by, did many an interview on your channel and other channels, but did not manage to wrest UP out of the hands of the Samajwadi Party, who very curiously supports the Congress Party at the center, supports Rahul Gandhi so much so that the Samajwadi Party does not have a Pratyashi here in Amethi. So it seems that only when they need to center their relationship around power sharing.
Miss Lekhi, you're caught in a Miss Irani. You're caught in a bind today, Miss Irani.
Arnab, I'm not finished.
Miss Irani, Miss Irani, let's come to the point. Let's come to the point.
Viewers who are watching you know very well that I'm answering a question.
Miss Irani, in the context of the Amethi crossfire, in the context of the Amethi crossfire, the question to you is this.
What Amethi crossfire? It is interesting that it's Mrs. Priyanka Vadra who seeks me out every day to attack me. What does that say about her campaign? It's obvious that she
Miss Irani,
every time that she attacks me, I welcome it because it actually exposes the hollow claims of the Congress Party that they are on a winning streak here. Let me also say
Miss Irani, just a minute, Miss Irani.
Ask your prime ministerial candidate. Ask your prime ministerial candidate, Mr. Modi, why does he keep attacking Mr. Rahul Gandhi all the time? That's a personalized attack. That is a personalized attack. No, I'm just reminding you that you can't have double standards. You can't have double standards.
I tell you what is double standards, Sanjay Jha. Double standards is talking about corruption but allowing it to fester in your own home. Double standards is about talking about eradication of poverty but not defining it in the 10 years that
Are you referring to Gautam
Adani? Double standards is talking about a relationship.
Are you referring to Babu Bhai Bukharia?
Are you referring
to Purushottam Solanki?
I think it's very...
Are you referring to Anita Ben Patel?
I tell you what is very obvious to people who are watching tonight. I tell you what is very obvious to people
it's
tonight.
Your home state.
That you are actually indulging in slander.
It is not just Mr. Modi's home state.
I would request you.
It is not.
Miss Irani, my question to you now, Miss Irani, Mr. Sanjay Jha. Mr. Sanjay Jha, my Miss Irani did not answer my fundamental questions, and I request you, Miss Irani, to now pay attention and answer my questions here. We are talking here. Miss Irani, please listen. No, Miss Irani, I have not completed my question. You must take some questions.
Give me that courtesy.
Miss Irani, let me ask you a question.
You have called me here not to hear an answer. Let me finish the answer to the first question.
Miss Irani, you have not answered my question. You've not answered my first question.
I have answered your question and I have had an interjection by both.
No, my question was, if you please listen. My first question was, and I request you not to. I request you, Miss Irani, to please listen to the question. Please, Miss Irani, listen to the question. We can keep this very short if we just listen to the questions. Miss Irani, please listen to the question. Miss Irani, listen to the question.
I'm not here to hear sermonizing, Arnab.
Miss Irani, are you here to listen to
Allow me to
questions?
answer the
How
first
can you
one.
answer a question which has not been asked?
Yeah, but
Please
I'm also
listen
here
to the question.
Them. Unless
Miss
it is
Irani,
your indulgence to only make people come and hear only your questions.
Miss Irani, I request you to listen to the question.
Like I said, time is short.
Miss Irani, I know time is short, which is why you must listen to the question. This is not a speech, you see, this is not a rally. I request you to listen to the question.
Oh, I know it's not a speech.
Then listen to the question. What's the problem with listening to the question?
A speech? Do not shout at me, Arnab. I'm not your punching bag.
Miss Irani, will you listen to the question?
The question that you posed to me first.
The question to you is this. I request you to listen to the question, Miss Irani. Why don't you want to listen to the question? My first question was...
You don't want me to answer the first one?
Miss Irani, which is exactly, Miss Irani, my first...
invited me only to your questions.
Miss Irani, my first question to you was this, and please don't get worked up. It's a simple question. My first question was...
I'm not...
My first question was, neither is Digvijay Singh, nor is Sushma Swaraj, nor is Chidambaram in a direct engagement here with Narendra Modi, but the responses are more to them and not to Priyanka Gandhi. Is there an attempt to avoid answering or taking on Priyanka Gandhi? One sec. That's question number one. And question number...
While you address me as Miss Irani and very peculiarly don't address Miss Vadra as Miss Vadra, let me answer the first part.
Miss Irani, a woman's right, it is a woman's right to keep her maiden name. It's not, no, one second. It is a woman's right to keep her maiden name.
No, absolutely.
So that is not something that I can decide or anybody or you can decide for anyone. So Priyanka's decision to keep Gandhi in her name is hers. You can ask her.
Mrs. Vadra has communicated to you that she would not want to be known only by her maiden name. I'm not privy to that
Miss Irani, can you please get into answering the question? Yes, thank you.
Yes, can I get to that? Let me say this. I've not had the privilege of watching any news channel, Arnab, because after sunset, there is nothing but darkness in Amethi. I will only say this, that there is a deliberate attempt to indulge in a slugfest by Congress party, particularly Mrs. Vadra, because when it comes to questions pertaining to development and good governance, you will not have a single question put forth to the Congress party answered by their leadership. And hence there is a desperate attempt that an attack is launched on the first family of the Congress party so that sympathetic votes can be gained. Let me beseech you that people in this country have seen through that political setup and they are asking very decisive questions on development and good governance, which are being particularly avoided by the Congress party. Now tell me what your next question is.
Now the next question is to Hartosh Singh Bal and Sabah Naqvi. I want to get into the debate. Do you think this Priyanka's entry has given a different spin to the election, especially last couple of weeks? Sabah, let me take that to you first.
Arnab,
I have no doubt that Smriti Irani is a very good campaigner, given the grilling she's given you just now. That she can campaign very well because she just silenced you for 5 minutes. Having said that,
by Sabah, just a minute.
Has shown
Sabah, you see, if you are a journalist and you ask a question, I would ask my question for 30 minutes if required, Sabah, till I get my answer. Yes.
Yeah. So it was good to see sort of a little powwow. Having said that, Arnab, there is no doubt that Priyanka Gandhi, nobody really thought that they would lose Raebareli and Amethi, but a lot of assembly segments were lost to them in the assembly election 2 years ago. So there was an uphill task when Priyanka Gandhi went there. And frankly, she has shown herself to be a far more effective campaigner than her brother. She is able to connect to the people. She has personality. She has a natural charm. I may have issues with some of the content of what she's saying, but that's not the point here. We're talking about charisma. We're talking about a particular family. We're talking about a particular history, and she has that. And those, but that is not the, so she's definitely making a difference in the region where I'm given to understand that the Congress, which did so poorly in the first few rounds in Uttar Pradesh, they are now in the battle in some of the seats, about 8 seats in UP. They are possibly there. They're giving a fight over there. So she has made a difference. I don't have any doubt about that. Just a little caveat, Arnab. My family village is in Raebareli district, and my aunt informs me that these days the power comes for 18 hours. So just I mean, I'm surprised to hear that there is no piety. Naz is pretty good by the standards of that part of UP. Because when I travelled in Gonda Basti, it was coming for 2
I'm in
to 3
Amethi
hours.
Sabha, not in Raebareli. But let me say on a parting note, Arnab, thank you so much for having me on Newshour after a very, very long time. But let me say this, I second what Sabha says tonight, that Priyanka Gandhi's campaign actually highlights the failed leadership capabilities of Rahul Gandhi. Thank you.
That's your synopsis, Smriti. That's your synopsis. Okay, that's completely Smriti Irani's synopsis. Hartosh, at this stage of this particular political campaign, especially over the last 10 days or so, not just in the national media or elsewhere, do you think the focus has changed, or do you think this is too late a shift for the Congress party to have brought Priyanka Gandhi into the battle? Should they have done this earlier?
Look, I don't know earlier or not, because I think the rhetorical tactics that Priyanka brings to these elections are short-term tactics, and I think they will garner attention for some time. But I can't see how persistently she can refuse to address specific questions directed at her, whether it is about Robert Vadra or the development of Amethi. So I think, yes, it has attracted attention. It has short-term benefits. I don't think it changes this election, and I don't think it's a sustainable strategy on which to build for the future for Priyanka either. Right now, she's got the attention on herself. She's changed some of the mode of this campaign. In that short-term impact, she's been successful.
Shahid Siddiqui, this fight there between Priyanka and Priyanka referring to Modi on a daily basis, has Priyanka effectively eclipsed Rahul Gandhi as far as the Congress campaign goes? I mean, where are the references to Rahul Gandhi, and would that not be something that the Congress party itself, some sections, would be worried about?
I'll agree with Hartosh, and I'll say that people were already bored and tired, and even media was tired of the characters which were already there in this long drawn election. So entry of a new character with a new style of speaking and speaking emotionally and taking the battle with a smile to the BJP fortress is welcomed by everybody, by the media and by the people. So that way Priyanka has been able to make a lot of impact. Whether it will turn into votes, I don't know, but so far as Amethi and Raebareli are concerned, I have been visiting there from 1977 onwards. They are not attached to Congress party, they are attached to the family. And they are emotionally, they go with any member of the family, whether it's Rahul or it's Priyanka or it's Sonia or it was Rajiv ji and others. So Priyanka's campaigning there is very effective there, but the results of what we are seeing in UP has made Congress nervous, of course, even in Raebareli and Amethi, and that's why they are working harder over there. But Priyanka may make headlines, but not much impact on voting.
So what if the BJP refuses to play ball, Sanjay Jha? What will you do? If the
I don't agree.
Yes, Sabha?
Sorry?
My question, Sabha.
Arnab, I think the Congress is very much in the fight. The Congress was written off when we began this election. I myself wrote them off in UP altogether, but now they are in the fight in Lucknow, in Kanpur, in Barabanki, in Amethi Raebareli, of course. And today we've also heard, you can confirm this for me, that Mukhtar Ansari has backed the Congress candidate in Varanasi. So the fight against Modi is going to not come from Kejriwal, but from the Congress over there. So the Congress is in the fight. So all these elections happen on chemistry. So I mean, whether they win or lose, but they're at least fighting the elections in UP.
But Congress is going to do very badly in comparison to 2009. Yeah. In comparison to 2009, Congress is not going to do as well. No. And therefore, Congress is very much in the fight. It's not out of fight.
No, of course. I don't disagree.
It's not losing in every constituency.
Yes, they are very much. Yes. I mean, I agree. They won't do as well as 2009, but they're back in the fight, and I believe Priyanka Gandhi has had a role in that. Just the willingness to show that you're there, just to look like you could win something. And if she had campaigned more, if she was willing to step out of Raebareli and Amethi, they would be even more in the fight. over
Surely,
there.
but then if the BJP refuses to play ball, then what?
I'm quite convinced
no,
of that.
Sabha, if the BJP refuses to play ball, if the BJP refuses to get into a verbal sparring with Priyanka Gandhi, which is what she may want, if they steadfastly refuse to engage, the question Hartosh also asks a very relevant question. He says, then what? What dividends will you reap? It's not an effective long-term strategy by just being there. You see, you can get the media attention for a couple of weeks. After that, then what?
Arnab, can I answer that question?
Then
Arnab, can I
what?
answer that
Yes,
question?
Sanjay. And by the way,
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has raised issues.
Sanjay, what is this not sending a negative message on the leadership of Rahul Gandhi that the entire national focus has totally shifted completely and totally away from the Congress party's vice president and the head of its campaign, Rahul Gandhi? Is that not something that the Congress party is concerned about? I mean, the posters were all of Rahul Gandhi, but the focus is entirely 1000% on Priyanka Gandhi now.
Arnab, on the contrary, if you see the issues that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has raised in this election, they're the same ones that Mr. Gandhi has actually put in the forefront himself. She's in fact further augmented his argument, and I'll give you two examples. Mr. Gandhi was the first one who, in fact, by using the word toffee, he raised a big question on the crony capitalism in Gujarat, which Mr. Modi till today has not been able to convincingly answer. And Mr. Adani's answers that I've been reading are full of loopholes, and we'll give you a response to that. Number two, even in regards to Snoopgate that Priyanka has raised, these are all issues that Mr. Gandhi has been going on and on about his campaign. When he talked about women's empowerment that Mr. Modi talks about, said that women themselves are unsafe in Gujarat, she's basically been reiterating that message through.
No, 1 minute. If Mr. Adani's arguments are full of loopholes, why has Rahul Gandhi not pointed those loopholes out till now? What is he waiting for Priyanka Gandhi to point them out?
Well, let me tell you, isn't it strange that Mr. Modi, instead of answering his political adversary through a direct statement, uses the corporate person to answer it? But let me tell you, the facts on Mr. Adani's case are all known. It is there in black and white, and I believe one of your panelists actually gave a clean chit to Mr. Adani, so we'll talk about that at some other point. But the critical point is that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has been raising issues not just related to Raebareli in Amethi, because let me tell you that Smriti Irani is the face of the BJP. She is gone to town and suddenly done a U-turn and has backtracked from her earlier belief that Mr. Modi should have resigned for the Gujarat pogrom. So these are issues that in a campaign you have to raise these issues. I think the development of Amethi, I have been there
the question was not that, Sanjay Jha.
16 to 18 hours of electricity.
The question was not that.
The issues are fundamental. The issues are national.
The question was not that. The question was, where is Rahul Gandhi today? He was your face, he was your mascot, he was your symbol, he was your man to take on Narendra Modi.
He still is.
Well, maybe for the Congress party, but elsewhere? Nationally,
Arnab,
in the media?
Arnab, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is visiting 29 states of India in the campaign. I mean, Priyanka Gandhi is there in Raebareli and Amethi.
You know the context of my question.
Who is the person who's spearheading the campaign? Let me repeat to you.
Shahid Siddiqui not convinced.
The point.
Shahid Siddiqui not convinced with that argument, and I'll take his retort on the other side.
Prime Ministerial candidate of a Congress-led UPA.
Shahid Siddiqui not convinced with what you're saying.
I'm amused.
He says he's amused. I'm going to ask him why he's amused when I come back on the other side of a very quick break. Shahid Siddiqui was amused when we left the Newshour debate with Sanjay Jha's argument. Yes, Shahid Siddiqui, over to you.
Yes, I was amused because Sanjay Jha said that Rahul Gandhi is holding so many rallies and is speaking and going to so many areas. But why is the country not noticing it? Why is it not making any impact? Why the media is not covering it? Why now the debate is between
the country is noticing
BJP and Priyanka Gandhi? That means they all, you see, on both the levels, on the Congress level also, when Sonia Gandhi came into the battle, it was very clear that Rahul was not succeeding, was not making an impact. Now Priyanka comes in. So this shows that Congress itself has accepted that Rahul Gandhi is failing. And on the media level also, media covers those who are able to reach to the people. And Priyanka is able to reach to the people much more than Rahul could, or even Sonia Gandhi could. So that is how things are changing, and that's why I was amused at the explanation given by Sanjay Jha.
Mr. Jha, the question is of connect.
Let me answer you,
No,
Mr.
the question is
Siddiqui.
of
I
connect.
understand. No, let
why
me
has
answer
he-
him. Mr. Siddiqui,
No, if Rahul
I don't
Gandhi-
know what documents has he read, but Mr. Siddiqui just gave a clean chit. No, he gave a clean chit to Mr. Adani. So, you know that he's not an independent observer on your panel today.
You talk about
he has
this issue.
a clear, distinctive bias. Let's acknowledge that. So, I don't take his comments very seriously. The truth is that Mr. Gandhi is not only being noticed, all his speeches are being discussed threadbare. And please, Mr. Siddiqui, you are aware of it on social media as well as electronic media or print media. Mr. Gandhi has raised the issues that are defining the election. And the reason why Mr. Modi is nervous is because after the last phase of election, the country is seeing a distinctive further consolidation of all forces that are exposing the communal politics of the BJP. And the BJP today is nervous.
The leader of the Congress,
Well, Mr. Siddiqui, you can keep your personal opinion. I respect your personal opinion. It is irrelevant. I respect your opinion, but it is irrelevant.
No, it is not my opinion. It's the opinion of the nation.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Sanjay Jha.
Mr. Jha. Please don't be arrogant.
Mr. Jha.
Please don't be arrogant.
Mr. Jha, now as this election.
To Mr. Adani
No, 1 second. Now I find, Mr. Jha. I find, Mr. Jha, that as we get towards the last 2 weeks before the results are to be announced, I find where everybody is very high-strung. Everyone gets very personal. In responses, everybody thinks the other argument is ridiculous, this, that, and all that, and you think nobody's argument has any value. Mr. Jha, I say this for both Congress and BJP. You know, there is no need to take everything so personally, right? So my question is simple. I think, Mr. Jha, it's a very relevant question. Hartosh can expound on it. The question is very, very specific and simple. Priyanka Gandhi says, वो बौखलाए हुए चूहों के तरह भाग रहे हैं. The BJP is running for cover like a group of nervous rats.
Right.
Now, both the expression, the directness of the attack, right, and the manner in which she says it, that attracts the attention. Now, she's more of an extempore speaker than Rahul Gandhi is. That's why she's getting the attention. Now, is that she's more of an extempore political adversary than Rahul Gandhi is? And obviously, therefore, the media attention, etc., is going to be more on her.
Arnab.
But
No.
Why didn't you? If she's so effective,
hard-hitting statement.
Why didn't you field her earlier?
He made the most hard-hitting statement of Mr. Modi. You know, when he said, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi said in Gujarat that the chowkidar, that the so-called chowkidar could go to jail.
Mr. Jha, just a simple question. I don't want you to tell me the inside of Congress strategy.
On Mr. Modi, on the corruption in Gujarat, on Lokayukta in Gujarat, on the RTI, everything, all institutions being toothless.
Mr. Jha.
So Mr. Gandhi has been making a frontal attack and Mr. Modi has not been able to respond.
Mr.
Priyanka
Jha.
Gandhi Vadra has further added ammunition to the same attack.
Mr.
And
Jha.
it's justified.
Mr.
Because
Jha.
Mr. Modi has not been able to respond.
Sabha has a question, and Sabha has a question which is also on everyone's mind. She can articulate it better that if she's so good, and if she's so effective and she gets so much attention, why have you not exposed her to 541 constituencies and limited her to 2? That's all. Sabha, is that the point you were making?
The answer is simple.
Yes, Arnab, I have a, if as the Congress says that they are fighting a battle to save India from Modi, then surely it is incumbent about the party to impress on Priyanka Gandhi the need to travel to all the constituencies. I will just suggest a few and the game will change. Let her campaign in Lucknow, let her campaign in Kanpur, let her campaign in Varanasi, you'll have an entirely different chemistry. It's just a suggestion. If the Congress believes it is fighting to save the soul of India, you know, because Rahul Gandhi has frankly flopped as a campaigner, and this girl, in spite of, I mean, I hold no brief on the Vadra issue, but this girl clearly has a lot of ability as a charismatic leader. So I would agree with you. I would appeal to the Congress that you must now, if your duty is to make her go elsewhere, then do that. And Shahid bhai, just a little thing in the beginning of the program, you said that she's not going to make any difference. Then somewhere along the way you agreed she's a charismatic speaker. You agreed that she connects well with people. You said
she
that.
She is charismatic.
You know,
and
even
she's
though
able
you
to
are
read
not
the hearts and minds of the people.
So 1 second. Therefore, you one second, Mr. Siddiqui. What exactly? Mr. Siddiqui. What exactly is your position? You say she.
The fundamental issues.
No, Mr. Siddiqui.
And I completely disagree with what you said, Sabha.
No, Mr. Siddiqui. What is your position? You began by saying she will have no impact. Then you said that of course she is charismatic. Of course she gets attention. These are the same qualities that in the context of Mr. Narendra Modi, the BJP says he's charismatic and gets attention, and hence he's a big draw, hence he's a mass leader. But those same... It's
too late. It's too late. That still it's a question that whether she will be able to make an impact on votes. But she is able to read the hearts and minds of the people. She is much more charismatic than Rahul Gandhi. We are comparing her to Rahul Gandhi. We are not comparing her to Narendra Modi.
How would you rate her?
In comparison to Rahul Gandhi, she is much better. That's the point I'm making.
If she had played a more prominent role from the beginning than Shahid Siddiqui, from the beginning of this campaign, if she'd been projected more and she'd played a prominent role, what would have been the impact?
She would have been much better.
Arnab.
Much better.
I can't say, but there would have been much better impact, much more impact.
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is more effective. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is more effective in his public speeches. He's not making those bombastic, ridiculous claims as you heard today.
He has to be loyal to Rahul Gandhi at the moment.
To retract another embarrassing statement. I think Mr. Gandhi has been more effective.
So what is going to be Priyanka Gandhi's role after the election?
There is no doubt about it.
What is Priyanka Gandhi's role after the election?
That Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is a charismatic speaker.
What is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's role after the election?
Pales by comparison.
What is Priyanka Gandhi Vadra's role after the election is over? Does she go back?
Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a more effective speaker and he has got greater impact than Mr. Modi has, despite his so-called oratory. And number two, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is more charismatic than Mr. Modi for sure, because
if
Mr. Modi
had made so many speeches, she would have been much better.
Doing U-turns out of embarrassment. So together, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are turning out to be much more than a handful for a BJP that is clearly paranoid and running scared at this point of time.
But you've limited her to two constituencies. You've limited her to two constituencies and you're up against a prime ministerial candidate of the BJP who has had more than 450 rallies. Now, Narendra Modi has had more than 450 rallies in the last few weeks. So you should have, your strategy is all wrong. And you might end up regretting it. Hartosh.
Yeah. Arnab, look, quite clearly, all the hype about Priyanka exists only because the hype... May I speak, Sanjay? You've spoken a lot already, you know. I mean, we get to hear a lot of you all the time. Why don't you let somebody else speak? The hype around Priyanka has been created primarily because it is in comparison to Rahul Gandhi. I mean, to go back to the statement Sabha made, Priyanka is making some impact in a few constituencies around where she's campaigning. Rahul is making no impact across the country where he's campaigning. And even in UP, despite what Sabha says, the Congress may be back in the fight in 2 or 3 seats. That's not changing these elections. The real fight in UP, if there is a way that Narendra Modi will be halted in UP, that fight is being fought by Mayawati away from our discussions, away from our camera. It's interesting, not a session has been devoted to discussing that fact. Priyanka largely is an irrelevant factor that is good for the cameras and good for the Congress to take home. It's not a long-term or a short-term impact on the results of these elections.
So after the elections, Hartosh, you think Priyanka will sit home and then it is possible for the Congress party to say thank you very much that you came out for a few days to campaign for your brother who is in active politics and you're not. Thank you very much. we'll see you in the next election in Raebareli and Amethi. Do you think that is a sustainable strategy regardless of the outcome of this election?
It is not. There will be serious questions asked in the Congress. A lot of the people who will win this time will win despite the Gandhi family. So there will be some incentive to ask questions which have not been asked before. This election will also make clear the lack of state organizations in a vast swathe of this country.
Absolutely.
And if the Congress is not going to ask these questions now, it is finished as a party. And when those questions are asked, there will be some questions asked about what role Priyanka will play, what role Rahul will play. It won't end here.
Well, I don't think it will end here.
Arnab, I've heard critics say the same thing in 2004. I've heard critics say the same thing in 2009. Wait for the results to come on May 16th, Hartosh. You are headed for a big surprise.
Yeah, let it. No, 1 second. Let there be any number of analysis. But one thing is clear, Sanjay Jha. She is today your Congress party's most effective campaigner, and you brought her out only in the last few weeks. That also in 2 constituencies. And maybe that will be part of the postscript, the analysis, that was there a right or wrong strategy or not. That's all. That's all.
Well, Arnab, yes, I agree with you that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is a fantastic campaigner, no two ways about that. But it also tells you the confidence of the party based on our performance, based on the leadership that we have, based on Rahul Gandhi's own personal drive and the way the party is organized. Let me tell you, we are going to get the results that we expect on May 16th. We are going to form the government. UPA 3 will be a reality.
Well,
and I can understand carping cynics. I understand a lot of people tend to be doubtful. Let's wait for the results. It's a matter of a few weeks now.
See, one thing is there, Sanjay. Remember, all cynics are not carping, and all criticism is not cynicism. That's all. I don't want to give unwanted advice. I had to share that.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Thank you very much for joining me on that.
I agree with that.
Thank you very much. That goes to all political parties. Thank you very much.